TitleMatchNetwork.com.
What territory had the best ring rats?
Wow. That's a trick question. We loved them all everywhere. Dallas, Florida. Well, they were everywhere. You know, in wrestling, if you ain't drawing rats, you ain't drawing money. Bottom line. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, man. That's the way it was. I don't know how it is now. But you used to tell you guys, go make the rats happy. Go make the rats happy. Go make the rats happy. Not quite that properly, but if the rats weren't happy and didn't come back next week, you bet your ass you wasn't going to draw a house.
Yep.
And very important, very important. And by saying rats, I don't mean that in any derogatory way whatsoever. Super people, super girls.
Texas.
Okay.
What are your memories of Ric Flair from this time period?
Rick, super performer. Rick was, if you're working with Rick, you're working with a super duper leader. Rick could take that lamp over there in the corner, put it in the ring with him, and lead it around and have a match and have everybody on their feet. Rick maybe comes across to the fans back then as having an ego on TV or having an ego at the matches. That wasn't an ego. That was just Rick. Rick perfected the wrestling business like very few people have perfected. What you saw of Ric Flair on TV or at the arena was Ric Flair at home also. There wasn't a Ric Flair and a Ric Flair character, which that's why Rick went right to the top, world champion ever how many times. That's your Dory Funk, Terry Funk, Harley Race, Jack Briscoe, Ric Flair. There's that handful of guys that were not a wrestling character. They were really, truly their self. Stone Cold Steve Austin, who we'll talk about later, I guess, in the Dallas thing. But Steve was great about that. That Stone Cold Steve Austin character you saw on the Vince's TV, that was really Steve Austin. It took a while to get him to understand that psychology when he started with us in Dallas. But once he did, man, the rest was history.
Yeah, definitely. Are you shocked that Ric Flair still works to this day? We talked about
no.
Guys working with.
Am I surprised? No, because Ric Flair is one of those few special people that I've talked about. That man, that's the real package. That's Ric Flair. Man, he to be successful. And there's only been a few successful people in this business up until the Vince days. And Vince days, I don't know nothing about, don't want to know. But there were only a few successful professional wrestlers, because you have to love it, breathe it, eat it, sleep it, poop it. I mean, it's got to be your thing. And professional wrestling to Ric Flair, he's one of those people. It would not surprise me if Ric Flair was wrestling when he was 100. But does he need to? My opinion, no. Rick needs to be remembered as one of the greatest of all time. And Rick, we can't help it, but we get older, brother. Rick cannot perform like Rick used to perform. He's still a great performer, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Favorite guys you ever worked with?
Favorite guys?
Yeah, I guess who's your favorite guy you worked with?
Favorite? Boy, that puts me on the spot. Some of my favorite would Cactus, Phil Hickerson, and then your Flair, your Jack Briscoe, your Jerry Briscoe, your Dory, your Terry, your Carlos Colon. Actually, boy, you won't believe this, Lawler, but yeah, because you're a hell of a performer. Bill Dundee, one of the other favorite, Bob Backlund. My God, what a wrestling machine that guy was. I worked a program with him in Mexico. he put himself in and out of so many holds. He said, "Kid, just stand here and stay with me and move your arms." And while I had so many different holds on him that he would reverse and then I would reverse, or he would push me through the reverse. But I enjoyed working with him. Invaders in Puerto Rico, the Super Medic in Puerto Rico. Oh my gosh. Mills Mascaras was hard to work with, but his brother Dos Carlos, super. Enrique Vera, Solitario. Man, you know, I about enjoyed working with about everybody I worked with.
TitleMatchNetwork.com